On my channel, I have checked out a ton of robotic vacuums. Like, I am definitely no stranger, but I've never checked out a robotic vacuum from a company by the name of 3i. And today we're going to be taking a look at the S10 Ultra, which has two world's first innovations that I've never seen before on any robot vacuum. And I'm really excited to tell you all about them. Before we dive into the specs, the feature sets, and the cleaning capabilities, let's focus on the base for a minute. This is the biggest all-in-one robotic vacuum that I've ever tested. As you can see, this thing is massive, and the box that it comes in is huge. Inside the box, you get your basic literature and instruction manual, the robot, cleaning solution, the base, and a carbon rod filter that you will need to install manually. As you can see, the base is very futuristic looking. Right here, if we pop off that cover, we have our auto empty dust bin or our dust bag. Moving things up top, we have our clean water tank. To access it, we just flip up this lid. We have a nice 3i illuminated logo. Clean water tank comes out with a nice handle. Inside the clean water tank, there's a carbon filter, so you're always going to get nice clean mop water. Behind the clean water tank, there's an illuminated LED light. This is a status light. It also pulses different colors depending on the status. Now, over here on the side, there's a button. If you push that, it opens up, and this is where you're going to put your cleaning solution. If you notice, there was no dirty water tank. So unlike traditional all-in-one robotic floor cleaners that feature a clean water tank and a dirty water tank, or a water exchange system that needs to be hooked up to a water line, the 3i S10 Ultra takes things up a notch by featuring a water recycling system. So when the robot gets done mopping, it comes back and docks itself. The base then takes that dirty water and it runs it through a filtration system, separating the contaminants from the water. Then it takes that water and it boils it in order to sterilize it. Then it pumps that water back into the clean water reservoir where we have that carbon filter. Now, of course, you're gonna lose some water here and there. How does it replenish the water that's lost? Well, it has a built-in dehumidifier, so it can convert air into water. And it might sound gimmicky, but it actually works. We ran a time lapse overnight for about 10 hours and it filled up the clean water reservoir almost a ½ inch. And if you live in a place like I do in Florida, where we have a ton of humidity, you pretty much have a never-ending flow of clean water. And that to me is amazing. So those are the two world's first standout features on the 3i S10 Ultra, but it doesn't stop there. Right up top here, we have 3 physical buttons. We have a child safety lock, which is very important in my household. We have a home button, so you can call the robot home at any point. And then we have a start button, so you can start a session without pulling out your phone and using the app. So moving to the back side of the base here, if you know me, you know one of my biggest pet peeves is cable management when it comes to these robot vacuums. And I'm happy to say that the 3i S10 Ultra has excellent cable management. As you can see, it just wraps up right here. We also have a little cover here that pops off nice and easy, exposing a gigantic air filter. Easily the biggest air filter I've seen on any robot vacuum. And this is because of the dehumidifier. You can easily just pop it out and clean it whenever you need to maintenance this robot vacuum. It also features auto mop washing and drying. And when it comes to that drying process, it uses hot air in order to prevent any mildew and mold from building up on the roller mop. And I love the animation inside the app to let you know when the drying phase is occurring. It just looks awesome. Let's talk about the 3i S10 Ultra's mopping capabilities, because I feel like they really stand out and they easily compete with other all-in-one robotic vacuums in this price range. And that's for several reasons, beginning with what 3i calls the Ultra Reach Roller Mop. The Ultra Reach Roller Mop has 3 standout features, the first of which is self-cleaning. So as the robot is performing a mopping session, there are 12 jet holes that are constantly pumping out water onto the roller mop. These work in tandem with the scraper to keep that roller mop nice and fresh, so that way it doesn't smear things across your floor. The second standout feature is where the Ultra Reach portion comes in. This is something I've never seen before on any other robotic floor cleaner that utilizes a roller mop. This technology allows the roller mop to extend outward, improving corner and edge coverage by 95%. It is incredible to watch. Now, when you take those 2 features and you combine them with the cleaning performance of the S10 Ultra, you get incredible results. So this thing can output 330 RPMs, which improves cleaning performance by 153%. In my testing, using maple syrup, some oranges, and other sticky substances, it's been able to easily wipe those up without smearing anything across my floor or staining the roller brush. All right, so now it's time to talk about the vacuuming capabilities of the 3i S10 Ultra. And I gotta say, they easily compete with the best out there. In terms of suction power, this thing has 13,000 Pascal, so it can easily clean different types of flooring, including carpet, hardwood, or tile. But honestly, the suction power of this is just the beginning. There's a lot of tech crammed inside of this that, again, I've never seen before on any other robot vacuum, such as Dirt Scan. The Dirt Scan cleaning strategy allows the robot to see and think for itself with green lights and advanced AI algorithms to clean in the most optimal way. The green light illuminates liquids, stains, solids, dust, and other debris to reflect distinct light patterns. These patterns are captured by the robot's high-precision camera to swiftly identify 68 types of dirt and common objects using AI-powered deep learning algorithms. The robot can automatically identify solids, large amounts of dust, and hair, increasing suction power to ensure consistent and thorough cleaning. Now on the flip side, whenever liquids are detected, the robot automatically shuts off the vacuum motor, lowers water flow, and slows down its movements. Once the mop has fully absorbed the liquid, water flow and movement speed are restored, and the robot mops repeatedly to ensure thorough cleaning. Now, I know we've been talking about the vacuuming capabilities of the S10 Ultra, but the mopping functionality also benefits from that little green light. The robot can detect stubborn stains and automatically speed up the roller mop and increase water volume for targeted, powerful, and impeccable floor cleaning, and all of this is done by the reflections casted by that little green light. The 3i S10 Ultra utilizes a dual anti-tangle design when it comes to hair. The first is the anti-tangle roller brush that prevents most hair from getting caught, but in the rare case that some does get caught, whenever it docks, that's where the second phase kicks in. After returning to the base station, the robot reverses the main brush, activates the detangling comb, and increases suction, proactively removing any remaining hair from the main brush and drawing it into the dustbin. Another portion of the anti-tangle design comes down to the side brushes that also prevent hair from getting caught up as they're spinning. Last but not least, let's go over some smart features, including the navigation and obstacle avoidance on the S10 Ultra. It uses Apex Vision DTOF LiDAR as well as a triple obstacle avoidance system in order to avoid everyday objects like table legs, chair legs, cabinets, furniture, or things that are smaller like balls, toys, and cords. And it does a pretty good job. Like I've seen it pull up to, say, a plant, back away, and then avoid going in between objects that it knows it can't fit in. So in terms of obstacle avoidance and navigation, it's easily up there with some of the best robotic vacuums, which I'm happy to see. Now let's talk about the app, because I feel like there are a few standout features here, but I have to put up a quick disclaimer. I ran into a few issues when using the 3i app on iOS. There were a lot of crashes and freezes and just some things that make me think that the software is more of a beta product. But I'm going to give 3i the benefit of the doubt here because these can all be squashed easily with just a few software updates. Now, when you dive into the app, after you do your mapping, you're greeted with like a 3D vision of your home, and it looks great. Like you can zoom in and you can spin it around. It labels your furniture. It even labeled some of my rooms for me, which is something that no other robot vacuum has done. It wasn't exactly accurate, but it was really close. That being said, you have all of your features that you've come to expect from other robotic vacuum apps, such as being able to split rooms, join rooms, label them, and also create no-go zones. Of course, you can also create schedules. You can start and stop a cleaning session. You can trigger the AI cleaning session. You can adjust the level of suction as well as the water output, all within the app. You also have access to the camera, which is really cool. So you can patrol your home as like a secondary security camera. You can take a snapshot or even record video straight from the robot vacuum. The S10 Ultra also supports smart home functionality. You should be able to link it to your Amazon or Google Home platform. So there you go. That was a first look at the 3i S10 Ultra, easily the most advanced robotic floor cleaner that I have ever tested. The ability to turn air into water and the water recycling system are just incredible, and I can't wait to see what 3i produces in the future and the updates that they push out to this machine. If you want to see a follow-up video, especially when it comes to the app, let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any questions, leave them down below as well. If you feel like checking this robotic vacuum out, or if you want to learn more, or if you want to find out up-to-date pricing, you can find those links in the description as well as the pinned comments. If 3i happens to send me over any discount codes, I'll include those down there as well. I really hope you enjoyed the video. video. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Can't believe my lights flickered.